Hello student, how are you? Hope you are well. Today once again I come on online physical science class. So welcome to online physical science class for class 9. Today's chapter is solution and subtopic is suspension. In earlier videos we have already discussed about true solution and colloidal solution. Today we will discuss about suspension. We know solution are three types: true solution, colloidal solution and suspension. So what is suspension? Definition of suspension. A suspension is defined as a heterogeneous mixture in which solute particles are greater than 10 to the power minus 7 m or 1000 nanometer in diameter are dispersed in liquid or gas medium. Example: muddy pond water or chalk powder suspension in water. So in suspension, one thing you have to clear about, these particles are little bit bigger than the colloidal or true solution. So how can you identify which one is suspension, which one is true solution and which one is colloidal solution? If you understood the properties of suspension, here I have written properties of suspension, you can distinguish easily. First property of suspension: a suspension is a heterogeneous in nature. Heterogeneous, I think you know it is. This term is I have discussed earlier. Number two, suspended particles are visible in naked eye. That means in muddy water you can easily see in your naked eye the suspension of mud which are float over the water. So suspended particles are easily visible in naked eyes, which are not seen in colloidal or true solution. Number three, particles can easily be separated by filtration. So the constituent of the solution in suspension are easily separated by the process of filtration, decantation or so many processes. Particles of suspension being heavier have a tendency to settle down, but fine particles remain suspended. So these are the four properties of the suspension. In last property, you can notice whenever a muddy water or being settled in a container, we will see that muds are settled down, muds or heavy particles are settled down very easily, and water is floating over there. So these are the main four properties of the suspension. Now what are the main difference between solution, colloidal solution and suspension? Here we showing with a chart. If we there are three column I have drawn: true solution, colloidal solution and suspension. In first here it is written property. If you go through the first property, that means nature, true solution is homogeneous in nature. That means you can homogeneous means easily mix up and no constituent can be seen. And colloidal solution are heterogeneous in nature, and suspension is also heterogeneous nature. Particle size of the particle, true solution is less than 10 angstrom, that means 1 nanometer, or and colloidal solution between 10 to 100 angstrom, and suspension is greater than 100 angstrom, that means greater than uh, true solution and colloidal solution size. Settling, do not settle easily. True solution never settle. Colloidal solution do not settle, but suspension settle on standing. Visibility, particle uh, are visible under microscope. Colloidal solution visible under ultra microscope, and suspension particle are visible with naked eye. In the last property is, that means appearance. True solution clear and transparent in appearance, but colloidal solution translucent. That means uh, light can passes, no, or few light can passes over here, translucent. And suspension is opaque, that means light cannot pass through it, so opaque in appearance. These are the three different main difference between true solution, colloidal solution, and suspension. Here we finish today's chapter. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to share it and subscribe as much as possible. See you on the next video. Till then, bye.